If I knew then what I know now, sometimes I wonder, would I be the same or would I be different? A shorty still believes in fairy tales and imagination that lasts forever. Sometimes I wonder if I turn back the hands of times, fix my mistakes, will things change? Oh Lord, guide me through this journey of life, help me see the light through all the pain and strife. I wake up in the morning feeling lost and alone, wondering if life's worth living or if I should grab the throne. The weight of the world on my shoulders is hard to bear. I see no change, it's like nobody cares. I look in the mirror, see a stranger staring back, lost in the world that's spinning off track. I ask myself, is this all there is, or should I give up and let the darkness win? I see no change, just the same old game. Wake up in the morning, I ask myself, is life worth living, or should I blast myself? I see no change, just the same old pain, but I know deep down, I gotta break these chains. Sometimes I wonder if I turn back the hands of time, fix my mistakes, will things change? Oh Lord, guide me through this journey of life, help me see the light through all the pain and strife. If I can go back in time, tell my younger self it's gonna be fine. Embrace the challenges, let your light shine. You'll grow and learn, just give it time. Hey young me, listen up, don't be afraid. Life's a journey, mistakes will be made. Chase your dreams, don't let them fade. Believe in yourself, you'll make the grade. Don't stress about what others say. Stay true to yourself every day. Love deeply, laugh often. Don't delay, cause in the end, it's how you play. Be kind to others along the way. Spread love and positivity each day. Don't worry about what they may say, cause your uniqueness is here to stay. Sometimes I wonder if I turn back the hands of times, fix my mistakes, will things change? Oh Lord, guide me through this journey of life, help me see the light through all the pain and strife. If I can meet my younger self, I tell her not to be afraid, that courage will be her wealth and bravery will never fade. Don't fear the challenges ahead, for you'll face them head on. Your inner strength will dawn. You'll grow up to be a warrior, standing tall, unafraid and strong. A parent, a role model, and inspired, fighting for what's right all along. Sometimes I wonder if I turn back the hands of time, fix my mistakes, will things change? Oh Lord, guide me through this journey of life, help me see the light through all the pain and strife. Looking back on all the roads I've traveled, regrets and lessons learned along the way, but still holding on to hope and faith that with God's grace, a brighter day will come our way. I see no change at all. I'm stuck in this cycle, feeling so small. I ask myself, is this all there is, or should I just end it all with a final kiss? I try to stay strong, but it's getting harder each day. The pain and the struggle won't seem to go away. I'm tired of the lies, tired of the deceit. I see no change, just defeat after defeat. I wake up in the morning feeling lost and alone, wondering if life's worth living or if I should grab the throne. The weight of the world on my shoulders is hard to bear. I see no change, it's like nobody cares. Deep down I know I must fight, I won't let the darkness consume me. I'll shine my light, I'll rise above the pain, I'll break free from these chains. I'll find my purpose and I'll make a change. Sometimes I wonder if I turn back the hands of times, fix my mistakes, will things change? Oh Lord, guide me through this journey of life, help me see the light through all the pain and strife. Sometimes in life we make so many mistakes, and we think that when we fall we're not able to get up. We listen to those that, talk in our ear, tell us that they, are there for us. And at the end of the day, what's crazy? A friend ain't nothing but $1 in your pocket. Family is what you make of it. Family is not who you're born into. Alright? So we need to pick ourselves up and do what we gotta do. Life is not for you to sit around and wait for Superman to come save you. Only you can save yourself. Just like that. Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble morning. Continue to have a blessed and humble day. This y'all Shorty Racheal. Let me welcome you on to the Writers for Life. Brings you the Let's Talk About It podcast, all right? And it's another episode of Off My Chest and Into the Mic. All right, Shorty just speaking her mind. It's a lot going on, man. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But I appreciate all those that have been supporting Shorty, been rocking out with me, all right? Listen, I don't get tired of saying thank you to all my subscribers, all right? Because at the end of the day, without them, I wouldn't have made it this far, all right? Without y'all sharing my videos, liking my videos, commenting on my videos, all right? Engaging with a Shorty in the comment section
in the chat section. All right, so all that is really appreciated. We do know that we're going to keep this going, the podcast. All right, everything that we've been doing so far, the poetry, I'm definitely going to keep going with the poetry. All right, now there's a lot of things coming in Philly. All right, a lot of events that a Shorty plans on participating in. So I mean, it does have to do a lot with the grassroots. All right, so I want to do, I want to see if I can get ways to end up reporting in these events, because not in all events, all right, I'll be able to report, but as many as I can, so that y'all can see the things that we're trying to do. All right, and I appreciate those that have been rocking out with Shorty on this journey. All right, listen, a lot of y'all have been rocking out with me since 2016. No, my bad, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. All right, I'm going a little back. I know I'm kind of mistaken. It wasn't 2016. Shit, I was pregnant in 2016. All right, I didn't start doing lives until 2 years later. So I appreciate those that have been rocking out with me. All right, since 2018. All right, y'all have seen, what I've been through. All right, the battles that I've been through with, the school districts trying to get cameras into these schools, and y'all been rocking out with me. All right. In the beginning, I had so many people telling me that, it's not possible to get cameras into these schools. It violates the privacy of the kids. But what about the privacy? My bad. Yeah, that's what they were saying. It violates the privacy of the kids. But that's my whole thing. We're here trying to protect our kids. What privacy in a school does a child need? You see where I'm coming from? They're in a classroom with probably 10 kids, 15 kids or more. All right? There's supposed to be a teacher, a teacher's aide, but in reality, some classrooms don't even have a teacher's aide. Right? But what privacy do these teachers deserve with our kids after we have seen that they don't deserve these, privacy? And shout out to the teachers that are out here doing what they gotta do, all right? Because we do got a lot of teachers out here that love their job, all right? They have a passion for it. Shout out to Uncle L. Blessings. Good morning, Uncle L. How you doing this morning? Well, they'll never believe, baby. But there are a lot of teachers that, do their job, that they have a passion for this, and they don't fail these kids, and we don't seem to shine the light on it. All right, we always shine the light on the teachers that do bad, that do dark, that got evil inside, that are demonic. All right, but there are so many good teachers out here. In the beginning, I started off shining the light on just the bad teachers, and I had to sit here and realize, damn, what about the good teachers? We keep promoting the bad and shoving to the side the good. There are so many good teachers out here with so many good ideas, all right, and that are trying to help these kids, all right. Besides, it's crazy because, listen, if you look at the stuff that our kids are being taught, some of these teachers don't even agree with it, all right. So shout out to the teachers that are actually fighting for these kids, all right, that are helping these kids and are, hand in hand with a lot of these parents. Some of y'all think that all the teachers are bad. All right? I, for myself, had to see and realize, all right, that there are good teachers out here that don't care about losing their jobs just to help parents and kids and themselves. All right? While there are other teachers out here causing so much harm. Right? And that's what brought me into this, YouTube started doing lives. Right? It was to bring awareness towards the bullying, towards what's going on within these schools, exposing the teachers, all right, that weren't teachers, in my opinion. All right, to me, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Right, it was a hard ass journey. All right, we're in 2025, about to hit 2026. It took me so long just to get my voice heard in Philadelphia, right, to speak about the incidents that were happening within our schools. Give me 1 second.
In the old days, love was pure and true. Now it's just a show for all to view. People use it for their own gain, leaving hearts in sorrow and pain. Once a sacred bond, now just a game. Hearts are broken, never quite the same. Love used to be a beacon bright, now it's lost in the shadows of the night. Oh, how we long for those days of yore, when love was honest forevermore. But now it's twisted, tainted and cruel, leaving us drowning in an endless pool. What can we do? In the spiritual world, all seems bright. but shadows lurk in the dead of night. Half of humanity wears a wicked guise, evil deeds hidden behind virtuous eyes. Beneath the surface, a darkness lies, masks of deceit veiling their lies. In this realm where good and evil collide, the line between them is blurred, hard to decide. So tread carefully in this world so grand, for not all that glitters is gold in the sand. In the spiritual realm where illusions endure, evil and good dance in eternal obscure. Just imagine that. Karma doesn't ask you how you want it, it just comes and take it. So be careful how you treat others on your way up the ladder, cause your way down, trust me. In a world of empty stares, fake love fills the air. Sincerity's distant glare, leaving hearts in deep despair. Truth is lost in a web of lies, hiding behind deceitful eyes. Love that fades and slowly dies, leaving us with heavy sighs. Aching souls in a loveless land, yearning for a genuine hand, but fake love rules with cruel demand, leaving us to understand. In this age of like and retweets, we've forgotten what real love truly means. It's not just about show and tell, but a feeling that makes our hearts swell. It's hard to know who's true and who's fake in a world where appearances are hard to shake. But real love is deeper than a profile pic. It's in the way that someone makes your soul click. So let's not get lost in the digital haze. Let's remember what real love truly conveys. It's not about followers or online fame, but a connection that sets our hearts aflame. In this world of make-believe, they all wear a smile, but behind the scenes, it's just a clever guys, puppets in their show, dancing in their stage. We're all just pieces of their charade. Beneath their mask of joy lies the tangled web, where secrets and deceits are carefully bred. Their lovey-dovey act is just for display. We're all caught up in their twisted play. So let's break free from this illusion so grand, and see through the facade with hearts unplanned. No longer pawns in their game of charade. Let's find our own path and not be swayed. I feel like I'm surrounded with people with strings attached to their back, waiting for their master's command. It's like when I was little, right, and I was reading Pinocchio. Every time that he told a lie, his nose grew. It's just that, you know, in real life.
All right, my bad. I had gotten a phone call. This is going to be a little busy. I might drop my daughter off, but I'm going to keep this live going, all right? I want to promote Frankie Blanco, man. It's been a minute since I promoted my big bro, man. And I think y'all need to go listen to his music, all right? Big shout out to Frankie Blanco. But back on topic, like I was saying, man, you know, there was a point in time where I thought that a lot of the teachers were all bad. And, you know, it wasn't going to do nothing. Then nothing was going to happen, right? So, you know, for those of y'all that think all teachers are bad, that's not true, all right? And even when me homeschooling my son, all right, I can sit here and say not all teachers are bad. Some may get on our nerves, but not all teachers are bad, all right? But yeah, you know, I wanted to say thank you to all, you know, my subscribers that have been rocking out with me, all right? I want to say a few things. I want to get a few things off my chest. Yeah, listen, there's a lot going on. I messed up the website, so for those of y'all that, you know, inbox me about the merchandise, just give me a minute, all right, while I fix up. I got to do a whole new, because me trying to recover my old website, all right, and me having a different email with that website, trying to do it with the YouTube joint, I messed up the whole website situation. So I'm going to see how I fix that, all right, and we're going to get that situated. I do know that we listen, we're about to knock down some rent, man. But I was talking to some parents, right? And you know, it's crazy. I had a conversation with a few moms, and we was talking about our kids with autism. And it's crazy, right? Our kids with autism go through a lot. And you know, they all got different behaviors, different attitudes. I have a 19-year-old that has autism. Man, listen, what's crazy is right, he's 19 years old, and I don't, how can I say, get tired of telling him, but listen, man, you already grown, you see where I'm coming from. You're 19, you're about to be 20 soon. Like, listen, you got to get your head together. I know you want to do things on your own, but he has a habit of not asking for help when the help is needed. You see where I'm coming from? Because he thinks he's so grown. And there's a lot of parents out here, right, that are having kind of like the same situation, right? But the one thing that I don't get tired of telling these parents is, listen, you don't give up on your kid ever. I've been fighting for my son since he was less than 11 years old. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Against the school district, against a lot of things, right? Kids with autism, they live in their own world. But it doesn't mean that they can't live a regular life like you and me. It's just a little harder for them to comprehend, the normal things that me and you go through because of the way they perceive things in life, right? They're not crazy. They're not weird. They're just like me and you. The only difference with them is they live in their own world. That's it. You see where I'm coming from? It's crazy is if you look at their IQ, man, these kids with autism, Down syndrome, and all that, their IQ is higher than ours. For real. But yeah, man, look, listen, I've seen a lot of parents have given up on their kids, put them in facilities, right? I'm not gonna sit here and lie, right? As a mother with a child with autism, 19 years old right now, him wanting to, do his own thing, trying on his own, and trust me, listen, once they get an idea in their head, right? Listen, they try to fulfill it, but it's not easy for them, and a lot of parents can't take the pressure, right, of their adult child, see, wanting to do things on their own and bump the head time after time. What's crazy is, right, me and you can make a mistake today, sit here and analyze, all right, what we did and figure out, all right, this is what we got to work on. With them, it's a little harder, right? Because even when they transition into adults, right, even the ones that look like they're normal, you see where I'm coming from? Like, it takes for you to have a conversation like with my son, he has Asperger's autism, right? And you would have to have a nice little long, lengthy conversation with him to even realize that he has autism. You see where I'm coming from? And a lot of parents still haven't gotten the grip of that, right? And I keep saying it. Look, listen, they hard headed, but it doesn't mean that you can't get to them. Listen, I have a bond with my son, right? I've never treated him like he had any type of mental health issues. Like if there's anything wrong with him, you see where I'm coming from? I treated him normal. And I don't get tired of telling him, look, listen, there's to every one of your actions, there's consequences. All right. Just because you got autism doesn't mean that you got a jail out of free card. All right. They got a special place in jail for people that suffer from mental health issues. All right. They land in there too. All right. I teach him about everything. I talk to him about everything. It's to the point where, he calls me on the phone, Mom, me and my girlfriend are going through this. You see where I'm coming from? Right. And I hear the parents be like, oh man, he's got to be put away. That's going to get them the lash out. That's not going to get them to listen or understand, right? Some of them, listen, it's crazy, right? You see some kids with autism, some of them are messy, some of them are very organized, like they got some type of OCD. You see where I'm coming from? And what's crazy is, right, like these, they're not kids no more once they transition into adults, right? But, once they go from kids to adults and they become even more hard-headed, they have to see for themselves, all right? Now, you as a parent, your job is to rear them, back them up, not try to control them, all right? They're going to need you, but you also have to remember what happens when you're not here tomorrow. Your child is always going to need you, so you're going to have to prepare them. That's the crazy part. And this is something, right? My son was very little when I seen my mom passed away. Right, and my brother was spinal bifida. People thought, oh, he can't do nothing. He's not going to be able to go out there and live on his own. Well, guess what? He's doing it now, and I'm proud of him. Right? People look at people with, mental health issues or a disability, and they right away label them as something, thinking that they can't do this or they're not capable of doing that when they are. Even you and me, we're capable of doing so many things that we think that we can't do. Right? And I'm the perfect example of it. If y'all been following me for a while, then y'all know my story. If you haven't, then I suggest y'all go back, all right? Look at videos, all right? Amongst the views and reactions, they're there. I'm going to start making playlists so it could be a lot easier to separate the poetry, all right? My personal stories and the reviews and reactions for people, right? But you know, a lot of people keep thinking, oh, you can't do this. Listen, just yesterday I went live and I was saying, look, I'm trying to go. I'm not trying. I'm doing. I'm going live less for the simple fact that, you know, I don't really got nothing to talk about. We've talked about it all on this channel. All right. I've hopped on different channels and panels and talked about so many things. And it's like I said, like, you know, y'all heard the lyrical poem in the beginning behind the beat. All right. I feel as though there's no change. All right. And I think it was meant to be like that. Like, listen, we got our own blueprint to follow. The blueprint that, you know, the system to say, you know, oh, it's broken. It's not broken. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to, you know, do. All right. We you know, we've broken the system down. All right. Given our, how can I say, our opinions, our perspectives on it. All right. Given our conclusions, what we've come up. All right. About what the policies, the system, you know, our founding fathers, you know, put together. And you know, it's crazy. Shout out to the people. All right. A lot of people won't understand when they hear someone say, you know, there's nothing that you could do about the system. The best thing that you can do is, you know, embrace it, right? And I don't get tired of saying that. Like I tell a lot of people, right? We have to figure out how to get around this shit, all right, and prosper and thrive, right? We can't sit here and get stuck and dwell on the past. We have to figure out what we can borrow from it. And too many people get stuck in the past. I'm not going to take them. Dwelling in the past isn't going to take us nowhere. It's not going to help us, you know, accomplish our goals and finish, you know, doing what we got to do. If anything, you know, we need to use it as a guide. It's the same thing as, you know, being a parent. So many people take, you know, guiding their kids, rearing their kids for control. Stop mistaking this shit. Stop trying to control your kids. They've got to learn, right? I've had so many people be like, oh, but you're giving your son so many chances. He's messed up here. He's messed up there. I would have kicked my child in the streets and never let them come back. I'm his mother. I brought him into this world, and I'm not going to give up on him just because he wants to try to be his own man. He's not out here, you know, committing crimes. He's not out here killing people. He's not out here doing nothing but trying to pick himself up and see if he could, you know, be his own man and not be under his mother's shadow. All right. I listen to my son, and you know, it's crazy. And I hear other kids say things that are similar, and we have to let our kids breathe. Let them learn how to make decisions. All right. Rearing your child doesn't mean controlling your child. And so many parents are out here trying. Listen, stop trying to control your kid. Let them live their life. You live your life. You see where I'm coming from? I'm not saying stop being a parent and be their best friend. No. What I'm saying is guide them, teach them. All right. Let them bump their heads. Let them learn from the mistakes that they commit. You're supposed to sit there, right? They got questions. You have answers. They need a shoulder to lean on. You have that shoulder. All right. But people are confusing so many things between, you know, being a parent. And I'm sitting here like, yo, you're being a friend. You're not being a parent. But you can't say nothing to a lot of people anyways because they get offended. They get mad. They get pissed off. Who is you to tell anybody, you know, anything? Just the other day, I was watching a video on this John, right? And his mom was, I guess she started blogging and stuff like that, right? And, you know, it seems like it's her first time and she doesn't really have any guidance, but none of us was giving them in. All right. We had to learn unless we've seen, you know, what our parents did, our grandparents, all right, and what they taught us. But a lot of us really got to learn how to be a parent. And it's crazy that this lady got all disrespectful to a subscriber, right? That she told her, you know, she dropped the link. They came up and they was explaining to her, like, hey, listen, you shouldn't put your baby on the, you know, lay your baby on their stomach because of the SIDS, they could die, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, instead of asking her, you know, how can I say, where did she get that from? Or, you know, why does she think, you know, no, she got disrespect. Man, disrespectful with the shorty, started coming at her, telling her this. And I'm like, damn, she was just trying to give you some advice. She was just saying, look, listen, it's recommended not to leave your child on their tummy because, you know, this could happen, that could happen. You see where I'm coming from? And then for me, the subscriber wasn't wrong. You don't leave your child on their tummy, right? Walk away 200 feet from your child, right? I mean, there were so many red flags there, but at the end of the day, look, listen. People are going to do what they're going to do. That's why I don't come on this John trying to convince people of nothing, trying to tell them what to do. No, man. I just come, I talk. If we could have a conversation, we have a conversation. If we can't, we can, man. Shout out to Young Riaz, man. Blessings, blessings. We got Young Riaz in the building. Make sure y'all go check out Young Riaz with his shorts, all right. Bringing the UK music here to Philadelphia. Philadelphia and everywhere else. All right, so we learning a little bit about the UK rappers. So shout out to my young boy Riaz. Make sure y'all go check out. But yeah, man, there's so many things going on. All right. Yesterday, I finally got the water department to come down. All right, it is crazy because a lot of the neighbors were complaining, saying that, they were calling, they were making reports saying that, there was this crack on the street, in the middle of the street, right? And it was turning into like a pothole, but there was water coming out that joint. And every time the cars came and they rolled right through it, it fucked their tire up. But it made the hole bigger, right? And that joint was there for a few weeks already. And I'm sitting, I was like, look, listen, man, fuck that, man. All right, let me call them. So I sat here and I made the complaints as the block captain. And it's crazy how it takes a block captain to make the call, all right, for them to come and get their asses over here. So all day yesterday, they was out here. Now I'm not going to say all day. I'm lying when I say all day. I'm going to say half day because they didn't come out until like 3 o'clock. All right. So since yesterday, 3 p.m., all right, the water department and all them people was out here trying to fix their drone. All right. It took them all night. They left like around maybe 3 o'clock in the morning trying to get that shit fixed. But that was dangerous as hell. And it's crazy, right? How it takes forever for the city to do something. My thing is, right, when neighborhoods, right, civilians within our communities, people within our community start making complaints and start, asking and demanding this, the motherfuckers at town hall need to get their asses up. And it's not the motherfuckers at town hall, all right, it's the people, all right, how can I say the organization? No, not organizations. All right, the companies like Pico, the water department, the gas department, how can I say the street sweeps program and all that stuff need to get on their asses and do what they gotta do. Right? I was just having a conversation with one of the people that work for them, and I was like, listen, y'all come on this John, giving people tickets, this and that, not realizing, right, that the sanitation workers come over here on trash day, right? They pick up the trash and they leave whatever trash they want to leave behind. Like if it was an option, you don't have an option. This is your job. All right. If you're passing through a community, through a neighborhood, right, picking up trash as a sanitation worker, right, your job is to pick up all the trash that is in the curb for y'all to pick up to take to the sanitation place. But no, these motherfuckers be leaving so much trash behind. It's like they get lazy sometimes. And then they wonder why a lot of the neighbors come at them. Let's make it make sense. It is a lot going on. It is so much going on. But I do know that by tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to have a new website up. All right, same design, same merch for y'all to look at. And more. Let's see what time is it. I got to watch this clock because I got to drop my daughter off. And while I drop her off, I'm going to leave y'all with some music, all right? Because I want to come back and review and react to a video. All right, we're going to be diving down a rabbit hole. We definitely is going to be diving down a rabbit hole. I don't know who needs to hear this poem today. All right. This poem has no name, but it goes like this. In a world where fairness fades, don't bow down to unjust ways. Rise up with strength and grace. Match the energy. Run the race. Stay true to who you are. Let your light shine like a star. Stand tall. Don't be swayed. Stay real. Stay strong. Don't be afraid. Life's not about seeking approval. It's about staying true to your soul. Don't let others dim your light. Keep shining bright. Keep up the fight. I don't know who needed to hear that. All right. But that poem was for y'all. All right. Here's another one. All right. Just gonna read y'all a few poems before I gotta go walk my daughter to school. And I think I'm gonna drop the link and we'll do a little walk along with Frankie Blanco's music playing in the background. I won't be talking on the walk along because I'm gonna be playing music. I gotta promote. I haven't seen Frankie Blanco in a minute, man, and I gotta promote his music, y'all. All right. I don't know who needs to hear this poem, but guys, this is for whoever needs to hear it. I don't have a title on it, but here it goes. It goes like this. Don't beg for fairness. It's a losing game. Match the energy. Rise above the pain. Life is tough, but you're tougher than you know. My bad. Let me start this all over again. I just messed up. All right. Give me 1 second. I don't know why I'm stuttering like this. Here, I got some light now. I can see my own words. Shit. So once again, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is for whoever needs to hear it. All right. Don't beg for fairness. It's a losing game. Match the energy. Rise above the pain. Life is tough, but you're tougher than you know. Stay real. Stay strong. Let your true colors show. It is what it is. Accept and move on. Don't let others dictate where you belong. Stop being a doormat for those who don't care. Stand tall. Be brave. Show them you won't bear. Walk with confidence. Don't let them see you weak. Your worth is not defined by those who speak. Keep your head high amidst the stormy weather. Stay true to yourself now and forever. No more letting people walk over your soul. Take back your power and gain control. Life's about resilience and staying true to you. Stand strong in your light. Let your spirit break through. All right. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is for you. All right. And once again, no title. In the silence, a good heart breaks, holding in anger for love's sake, forgiving endlessly, staying calm and true. But one day, the storm breaks through. The most dangerous anger hidden deep inside from a soul that always tried to abide, overflowing with pain and regret, a heart once gentle, now filled with unrest. The flames of fury ignite and roar from a heart that couldn't bear it anymore. Forgiveness worn thin, patience worn out. The good heart's rage unleashed with a shout. Through the ashes of anger, grace will rise, healing wounds and mending ties. For even in fury, love can be found in a good heart. My bad. Even in fury, love can be found in a good heart's battleground. All right. I don't know who needed to hear that, but that was for y'all. Right? This one has no poem. My bad, no title. I don't know who needs to hear it, but this is for you. You thought I was weak, but now you see. I've got a strong heart, a fierce spirit free. No more playing games, no more pretending. I'm standing tall, no longer bending. You think I changed? No. I just stopped playing nice. While getting disrespected, I started treating people exactly how they treat me. I'm not the same. I won't pretend. I'm just reflecting what I've been through in the end. You've tried to break me, but you failed. I've grown stronger, my spirit unveiled. No more following, no more leading. I'm choosing my path, my road, unspreading. We got the beautiful Miss Akimi in the building. Shout out to Miss Akimi. Blessings, blessings. Welcome to the live, Miss Akimi. Man, guys, make sure y'all go check out Miss Akimi. Great conversations, great topics, great motivation and inspiration, man. Shout out to Miss Akimi once again, though. All right, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is for you. Kindness given, kindness received. Disrespect shown, friendship deceived. Boundaries set, lines drawn clear. In this dance of respect, we steer. Respect me, I respect you. Ignore me, I'll ignore you. Cross me, I'll cut you off. Simple as that. No room for bluff. Mutual understanding is key. In this world where we all seek to be free, Treat others as you wish to be treated, or face the consequences when bridges are defeated. Respect is a two-way street where trust and honor meet. Choose your actions wisely each day, for in the end, respect will pave the way. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is for you. In a world where fairness fades, don't bow down to unjust ways. Rise up with strength and grace. Match the energy. Run the race. Stay true to who you are. Let your light shine like a star. Stand tall. Don't be swayed. Stay real. Stay strong. Don't be afraid. Life's not about seeking approval. It's about staying true to your soul. Don't let others dim your light. Keep shining bright. Keep up the fight. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is for you. In shadows deep where truth resides, too kind a soul in darkness hides. Betrayed by trust, the light now fades. Balance lost in the biased ways. Honest words cut like a knife, too sharp for those who fear their life. Isolation grips a silent shroud. In solitude, the honest crowd. Humility in silence weeps, forgotten souls in darkness sleeps, unseen by eyes that seek to find, lost in echoes of the mind. Strength like thunder, fierce and bold, yet fragile hearts are quickly cold. Torn, torn asunder by envy's blade, in balance lies the warrior's aid. All right, this is the last poem before we play Frankie Blanco. All right, and then we're going to do this little walk along, so give me a second. Forgiveness is a gift, but it comes with a cost. Some will take advantage, leaving your heart lost. If you're too soft, they'll see you as weak. Balance is key, so your spirit can speak. Being too hard can turn you into the villain, but being too gentle leaves you with no win. Find a sweet spot in between the two, where kindness and strength shine through. Too much of anything can lead to despair. Even goodness can break you if you're not aware. Keep a steady hand on the scales of life, for balance is where true strength lies. In this world full of highs and lows, remember to find balance wherever you go. Forgive, but don't forget. Stand tall, but staying kind. In the dance of life, balance matters most to find. And shout out to Miss Yo Thoughts, all right? Man, I gotta give a big shout out to Miss Yo Thoughts, all right, for inspiring me to write that poem. All right, listen, I'm gonna come right back in a minute. Just give me 1 second, guys. All right, because I gotta walk my shorty to school, and then I'll be right back. I just don't want to end and start over live. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna promote. All right, I'm gonna promote Frankie Blanco. So let me share the screen with y'all. Big shout out to Frankie Blanco. All right. Give me 1 second, 1 second.
Hey, City Island. Y'all niggas know who it is. Spaced out music. Hey, scope, touch, scope. Hear him talking, let him hate. I'm on my grind, I'm feeling great. This is something different, this is paper chase. Those trying to stop it, shut us in the great. I hear these niggas hating, damn. But I don't see him. They wanna live my life and I'm just saying, whoa. They wanna be him. Who's that peeking in my window? Who are you? They trying to copy my style, so I gotta smoke these niggas like it's Indo. Yeah, they go about it with a smile. They hit the man, but I don't give a fuck, niggas. Space style music, 5 niggas in the truck. I got the 9 and they ain't even tucked. Shit ain't tucked, nigga. Pull it out, air it out, everybody duck down. I advise to stay within your lane. I do this for my fam, I ain't out here playing games. What you thought I did this shit to entertain? The fact I get it like a coke boy got these niggas hating on me. I hear these niggas hating. Damn. But I don't see him, I don't see him. They wanna live my life, and I'm just saying. Whoa. They wanna be him, wanna be him. Who's that peeking in my window? Who are you? They tryna copy my style, so I gotta smoke these niggas like it's Indo. Yeah, yeah. Then go about it with a smile.
Run the streets, something like a marathon. Marijuana, heroin, Gucci bag carry-on. Shooter with a nasty shot, call him Sean Marion. Rap games, Barry Bond, born leader Farrakhan. Riding like the brakes broke, haters better take notes. Peeking in my window is how you get your chin broke. Sit touch niggas hating on the name, I don't waste time on them, I just let the hook explain. Listen up.
I hear these niggas hating. Damn. But I don't see him, I don't see him. They wanna live my life, man, I'm just saying. Whoa. They wanna be him, wanna be him. Who's that peeking in my window? Who are you? They tryna copy my style, so I gotta smoke these niggas like it's Indo. Yeah, yeah. Then go about it with a smile.
Fucked up. Try to tell these niggas, baby. You gonna run this shit.
Let's go.
Let's go. How you feel? Feeling good.
Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? Four niggas, black mask, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as a law. You settle for less, I settle for more. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? Four niggas, black mask, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, I settle for more. Me, I've been doing this for a long time. Got my weight up, now I'm on a strong grind. Play the streets hard every chance I got. Always stick to my gun so I land on top. And you a good talker, but you don't ever do shit. Talk a lot of shit, but you don't ever do shit. I study the block, learn all the ins and outs. No more weed, no more money, so I cut friends out. Step my game up, now it's all it's about. Fuck a gun, dog, we could brawl this one out. Hand in hand, combat, forfeit the belt. Pull out the 4/5, nigga, off with your mouth. For the respect, I show a clown what it's worth. Leave his whole family drowning in hurt. A product of my environment, designing the worst. So pay attention close, cause it's time for the worst. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? Four niggas, black mans, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, I settle for more. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? Four niggas, black mans, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, I settle for more. This nigga, nobody who's him to hate. He could get his face cut like a paper plate. And if the paper straight, don't even ask twice. Running the spot, one shot won't blast twice. It's nice, and I'm past nice. You half nice, and most of my flows niggas past life. Niggas talk like they lobby, nigga, till I leave a nigga caught on the Ivy, nigga. NYC where I walk, that's where I be, nigga. And I seen what I took, come try me, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking army that can harm me, nigga. Got shot the same size as my charm be, nigga. That'll leave your face fried if you harm me, nigga. I ain't on your bitch, your bitch is on me, nigga. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? Four niggas, black man, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, you settle for more. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? Four niggas, black man, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, you settle for more. Haha, told these niggas, baby. Straight medicine. They fucked up letting us in, Bob. I try to tell these niggas, don't give us the key. Now the streets is locked. And it's on us, let's get it. You heard? Fuck the hungry nigga. Got these niggas. It's in a frenzy. That's what it is, baby. One.
Listen to me. Never had it easy. It's 5 of us, 1 bedroom and a 20-inch TV. Roaches in the cabinets, spoiled milk and moldy cheese. Dishes all in the sink and the stove was a little greasy. Mom Deuce was a soldier though, 3 jobs under the books. Had to be smart, she didn't want them food stamps took. Said late nights, could hear crying in her room. Was it cause my father denied me since the womb? Cause the lights was cut and relying on candles to light the rooms. Shit made me a man quick, had to grow a backbone, soldiers always staying stiff. She told me a man with plans is better than a man who don't plan shit. So I started reaching for the answers every chance my hands get. No options left, it's either sink or swim. Trying to be righteous, surrounded by snakes filled with deceit and sin. How can I fulfill this destiny with this pain I keep within, knowing that there's a day when me and my moms will never speak again?
Hey, Mom, just want to leave this message. I know you can't hear me, but just want to let you know, without you, there is no me. I'm proud, grateful, humble. You show me the way. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mom. Just for you. Just for you. Just for you. Yes.
Mom, I made this song up just for you. Mom, I give this all up just for you. Turn away and walk away, Mom, just for you. Folding hands and bending knees, I pray just for you. Take a look in my eyes, I'ma wish it come true. My only purpose in life, Mom, was just for you. This I knew, always show me right from wrong. Even told me life goes on when life is gone. Right or wrong, find my days all played out.
Yes.
Looking for shortcuts, only finding long ways out. Guess till the song's played out.
Cry blood to ease the pain. Die young if I could ease the pain.
Secret societies, corrupt politicians manipulate the market. Stop, look, and listen. Pay attention when you talk about this business. Classified shit, you can end up on a hit list. MK Ultra, JFK witness. 9/11 changed the world, damn, this shit is different. Patriot Act telling me that it's a fact. Since the city was attacked, FEMA camps all on the map. Preparation for devastation and mass elimination. American Holocaust, history in the making. So why all the trickery and lies they've been spying in the sky since the eye in the sky, please? Someone tell me that I'm crazy, but why the fuck you think they make these to raise a generation of blind, dumb, and lazy, destroying our future?
Satellites, computers.
Blessed is your highness, he bless you with the science and mathematics. I lean back, craftmatic, it's soothing to my soul, but I'm losing my compose, cause this world that we live in is losing the control. My remedy is best, the penalty is death, won't rest till I get it off my chest. Your mind is possessed, I hope you take the time to reflect. The love is what I swore to protect, beefing like bitches, but them niggas sleep with the fishes. I'm an untamed dog and I'm vicious, I can't hold a grudge, I ain't here to judge. 20 years a thug, but I'm here for us all to budge. It's my life, and when I die, I'm gonna live it again. Rather that than to give it to them. I buy purgatory, now I snatch like a burglary, providing you the new testimony. A plan and sponsor these damn imposters. They might make war, but the land will conquer. See, Sam's a doctor, the reason why my man's a monster, and nobody gives a shit. But this is when it hit. I took a bath in the fruits of life, but the cost of my soul couldn't shoot the price. Shoot my dice, telephone booth advice. Get loose with the truth, you nice. You can lose your life, choose your wife, the streets or the beast. Got love from my peeps, shed blood for the geeks, doubting the truth. Spit like the fountain of youth. I'm on top of a mountain, you on top of your roof. Aim is gone, your brain is a danger zone. You enslaved to your ways and I played the phone. Change the tone, it's my house, stay in the throne. And I promise you remain alone. The end of the day.
Gotta be open to everything, right? Yes, sir. It's your boy Blanco.
Once in a while I do look at you, see the twinkle in your eyes.
You know what this is, right?
Once in a while I do look at you, see the twinkle in your eyes.
Take this journey, don't know my purpose, I'm soul searching. Life's short, play it out till it's closed curtains. See for them jewels, sometimes you gotta dig deep. Conscious mind is long after 6 feet. Write my name in the stars when it's all over. Lord, soldier the light when the war's over. Late nights I reminisce, I used to hustle hard. Gamble my life, I roll dice, shuffle cards. When I open like the back of the dollar, snakes in the grass, rats and piranhas, black mass for the karma.
Part of my speech, offer me the seats, no in the streets, trying to keep God in my reach.
Yeah, knowledge itself, divine individual. Heart of an angel with the mind of a criminal. Wisdom's what that goes between lines and subliminals. You understand is what defines emotions and visuals.
Once in a while I do look at you, see the twinkle in your eyes. Once in a while I do look at you, see the twinkle in your eyes.
They say the devil works overtime. Does that mean God only has a 9 to 5? These are the questions I ask myself while slowly going out of my mind. 1, why am I here? 2, where am I destined? How can perfection create so much imperfection? Wolves in sheep clothing, predators in all directions. What is the reason for a soul, and do we all deserve it? If we don't know how to apply ourselves spiritually and put it to use in service. You see wicked harvesting energy, using it for the wrong purpose, abusing your most priceless gift, which is life, and treating it so worthless. How many amongst us really are deaf and blind, trying to navigate through this experience we call life, with their third eye calcified, gas like helium, charged up like lithium, watch them throw it all away, fold it straight, only got but so much time. Pennies to the dollars, so they sold for one signature on a dotted line. They say the devil works overtime. Does that mean God has a 9 to 5? These are the questions that I ask myself. I'm slowly going out my mind. This here's so clear, peeping in rap for my brothers in the trap and wine and cap. The Bronx is in my heart till the day that I depart. The streets is my father, taught me to try harder. Ever since a young one, listen to the older heads, learn how to break down the product and control the bread. Traffic like it's online. I got a strong grind. I need all mine before you feel all 9. There's no debate once the razor hit the plate. I seen more cake and I seen more Jake. Addiction was addictive. I got hooked like an addict. To making all this money off of people's bad habits, had to have it. So close that I could taste it. Old money before Benjamin got the facelift. Marble colored 2-door fly in the spaceship. Numbers all on the dash like the title of the Matrix. Heavy gorilla, yeah, I'm on my ape shit. Fresh new tea and the kicks stay contagious. Air Max 90s, different kind of flavors. I'm cool with the J's, but the shoes don't make the players.
Maxim got beats.
Let me show you how to put in work. See any beat or get bodied. From the state of Massachusetts all the way to the base, and we gon' kill it all day. Say this music thing got me going on like a dope dealer. We ain't tryna stunt, but we going harder than most niggas. Say this music thing got me going hard like a dope dealer. Gotta get it, gotta put in that work. We ain't tryna stunt, bro, we going harder than most niggas. Spider beats my nigga touch, try to hurt. Say this music thing got me going hard like a dope dealer. We go get us, pro hitters, fearing no niggas. Patron slippers, don't split us with the chrome nigga. We be the reason why y'all be watching the throne nigga. My team is ready, we steady running the streets. From the state of Massachusetts to Cali, we bring the heat. Who it is? City Island, baby. One phone call puts a hole in your AV. We go hard all night, Pure bars on cut off white. City island taking off like flights. We stay above the clouds, man. It's hard to reach the height. Hard to reach it. We go hard all night. Pure bars on cut off white. City island taking off like flights. We stay above the clouds, man. It's hard to reach the height. This music thing got me going hard like a dope dealer. Gotta get it, gotta put in that work. We ain't tryna stunt, bro. We going harder than most niggas. Body beats my nigga touch, try to hurt shit. This music thing got me going hard like a dope dealer. Gotta get it, gotta put in that work. We ain't tryna stunt, bro. We going harder than most niggas. Body beats my nigga touch, try to hurt.
I had dreams of rapping on the big stage, crowd screaming my name, swagger like I'm Rich Man. Already know lights is flashing, all my niggas feeling tipsy. We on another level, top floor, you can't miss me. Life of a rock star, middle fingers to cop cars, dipping in a fast car with sour in a glass jar. I live my life like it's the last day, more butt than ashtray, and all these freaks nasty, you can ask me. Video chicks, gold diggers, and divas, holler for $1, you broke, they never see ya. Young niggas, big chains and a bunch of guns, lying in they raps, got me thinking how you fuck with son, death before the sun. A man, no matter where I stand, rules to the shit, so you gotta keep a master plan. 38 revolver, knowing that they can't
going hard like a dope dealer. Gotta get it, gotta put in that work. We ain't tryna stunt, bro. We going harder than most niggas. Body beats my nigga touch, try to hurt shit. This thing got me going hard like a dope dealer. Gotta get it, gotta put in that work. We ain't tryna stunt, bro. We going harder than most niggas. Body beats my nigga touch, try to hurt shit. City Island, baby. Body beats my nigga touch, try to hurt shit. It's my nigga in touch, holding it down, yeah. Body beats my nigga touch, try to hurt shit. From Mill City to the Bronx, we gon' hold it down. Body beats my nigga touch, try to hurt shit. You know how we do it. Hey, body beats my nigga touch, try to hearse.
You know the vibes, let the beat bang. I am my ride, I'm doing my thing. No matter the size, eyes on the prize, they focusing wide. If you wanna win, touching not free. Let me just be doing my thing, stop mentioning me. Now that I see that caller ID, checking the numbers, clicking. You know the vibes, let the beat bang. I am my ride, I'm doing my thing. No matter the size, eyes on the prize, they focusing wide. If you wanna win, touching not free. Let me just be doing my thing, stop mentioning me. Now that I see that caller ID, checking the numbers, clicking the beat. Study my life, my kids, my wife. Doing my thing like I live like twice. Doing my thing like I live like twice. That bar so deep, I spit that twice. Live like a king, as a martyr. True to myself and my son and my daughter. I am the author, native New York, but lost in this monster, ready or not. She's a thought, life is a bitch and she heated, so stop. The game ain't the same if you cheat to the top. Respect on my name and you not fake love ain't stay in your lane.
Take a trip, memory lane, reminisce. All young eyes closed and all bliss. Ran around, happy filled with imagination. No internet, iPhones or PlayStation. Take a trip, memory lane, reminisce. When we were all young, eyes closed and all bliss. Ran around, happy filled with imagination. No internet, iPhones or PlayStations. Best friends became family if they kept it real. Being broke together made us all respect the mill. Streets a bad bitch with a whole lot of sex appeal. Learn how to make lemonade. She gave us lemon peel. Chinese handball, Scalzies got busy. Hot peas and butter, manhunt, straight silly. Wild, young, never really had luck. Basketball, baseball, streets, two-hand touch. Wicked jump shot before I pump rocks. I had a mean crossover before I crossed over. Streets got the best of me. One night changed my destiny. I went from cutting science to mastery to chemistry. Oh shit.
Got me hungry with an appetite. Blanco! Let's go. Yes. The beat is fight got me hungry with an appetite. Let's go.
The beat is fine, got me hungry with an appetite. Yes. Got me hungry with an appetite. The beat is fire, got me hungry with an appetite. Late nights in the street, posted like a traffic light. Live my music while these other rappers acting like I'm shooting for the stars. Last thing they see's a flash of light. Rhymes from the afterlife, dudes live the average life. Rap game sacrifice, say your soul flashing nice. Never had no bragging rights. My jewels like a bag of ice. Concrete paradise, taught me how to master mics. Never fuck with parasites, giving out bad advice. Talking shit, slash the price. Real niggas savage like basically trying to bag the white, raise the heat Fahrenheit. Shooters that'll air the pipe. Soft niggas staring tight. No hands scared to fight. Hooks like iron Mike. My verses like a lion's bite. No scope, iron sight. My flow's dope. Dying twice. Dying twice. I told you verses just like a lion's bite. Blanco.
Look and listen, pay attention when you talk about this business. Classified shit, you can end up on a hit list. MK Ultra, JFK witness, 9/11 changed the world. Damn, this shit is different. Patriot Act telling me that it's a fact. Since the city was attacked, FEMA camps all on the map. Preparation for devastation and mass elimination. American Holocaust history in the making. So why all the trickery and lies they've been spying in the sky since the eye in the sky? Please. Someone tell me that I'm crazy, but why the fuck you think they medicating all our babies to raise a generation of blind, dumb, and lazy, destroying our future?
Satellites, computers.
Blessed is your highness, you bless you with the science and mathematics. I lean back, craftmatic. It's soothing to my soul, but I'm losing my compose. Cause this world that we living in is losing the control. My remedy is best, the penalty is death. Won't rest till I get it off my chest. Your mind is possessed. I hope you take the time to reflect. The love is what I swore to protect. Beefing like bitches, but them niggas sleep with the fishes. I'm an untamed dog. And I'm vicious, I can't hold a grudge. I ain't here to judge. 20 years a thug, but I'm here for us all to budge. It's my life, and when I die, I'm gonna live it again. Rather that than to give it to them. I buy purgatory, now I snatch like a burglary, providing you the new testimony. A plan and sponsor these damn imposters. They might make war, but the land will conquer. See, Sam's a doctor, the reason why my man's a monster, and nobody gives a shit. But this is when it hit. I took a bath in the fruits of life, but the cost of my soul couldn't shoot the price. Shoot my dice. Telephone booth advice. Get loose with the truth, you nice. You can lose your life, choose your wife. The streets for the beast. Got love for my peeps, shed blood for the geeks. Down in the truth, spit like the fountain of youth. I'm on top of a mountain, you on top of your roof. Aim is gone, your brain is a danger zone. You enslaved to your ways and I played the phone. Change the tone, it's my house, stay in the throne. And I promise you remain alone. The end of days is shown, nigga.
Fucked up. Try to tell these niggas, B. You gonna run this shit. Let's go. Let's go. How you feel? I'm feeling good. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? 4 niggas, black mask, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, I settle for more. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? 4 niggas, black mask, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, I settle for more. Me, I've been doing this for a long time. Got my weight up, now I'm on a strong grind. Play the streets hard every chance I got. Always stick to my gun so I land on top. And you a good talker, but you don't ever do shit. Talk a lot of shit, but you don't ever do shit. I study the block, burn all the ends and outs. No more weed, no more money, so I cut hundreds out. Step my game up, now it's all it's about. Fuck a gun door, we could brawl this one out. Hand to hand combat, forfeit the belt. Pull out the 4/5, nigga, off with your mouth. For the respect, I show a clown what it's worth. Leave his whole family drowning and hurt. A product of my environment designed in the worst. So pay attention close, cause it's time for the worst. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? 4 niggas, black mask, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, I settle for more. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? 4 niggas, black mask, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. You settle for less, I settle for more. This nigga, nobody who's him to hate. He could get his face cut like a paper plate. And if the paper's straight, don't even ask twice. Running the spot, one shot won't blast twice. Pay attention, nigga. Here's a little advice on why you will never be as nice. And I'm past nice, you half nice. And most of my flows, niggas past life. Niggas talk like they lobby, nigga. Till I leave a nigga caught on the IB, nigga. NYC where I walk, that's where I be, nigga. And I seen what I took, come try me, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking army that can harm me, nigga. Got shot the same size as my charm be, nigga. That'll leave your face fried if you on me, nigga. I ain't on your bitch, your bitch is on me, nigga. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? 4 niggas, black mask, pump to the door. Drop down, duck to the floor. Corrupt as the law. Settle for less, settle for more. Niggas better man up, what they waiting for? 4 niggas, black mask, pump to the door. Drop that up the floor, cause there's a little settle for less, settle for more. Haha, told these niggas, big. Straight medicine. They fucked up letting us in. I try to tell these niggas, don't give us the key. Now the streets is locked. And it's on us, let's get it. You heard? Fuck the hungry nigga. Got these niggas. It's in a frenzy. That's what it is, big. One. Day and age, yeah, we dying over change. Like nowadays, rappers rap about Gucci, Louis. Rap DVDs got them feeling like some movie. They get their chain snatched, posted on YouTube, sell it back to their label. Grimy dudes, you know. It's so hard for me to say goodbye, but I knew hip hop left when a piece of me died. My life got so cold when the music lost its soul. Got me feeling too old to express what I know. Come back, what happened to the gang? I'm mad what it became. You'll never be the same. Everything's changed and it's looking all strange. New day and age, yeah, we dying over change. Like, come back, what happened to the gang? I'm mad what it became. You'll never be the same. Everything's changed and it's looking all strange. New day and age, yeah, we dying over change. Like, all that mean mugging, homie, keep your men in line. We can have that nigga covered in white, she's channel 9. Gangsta talk and we move with a soprano mind like a Swiss watch. Watch how I just handed time. No Audemars, automatic, fold the car, camouflage the TV. Yeah, we show you who the soldiers are. Come and test me, buddy, for that Gretzky money. I send shots through your waves, jet skis, dummy. Damn, I guess that it's official. Kansas City game, wet wipes and tissue. Hip hop, I miss you, it'll never be the same. Young niggas, tight jeans, trying to spit flames. Backpack, shiny levers, looking all lame. With the LA soul, no whip, no chain. The price you gotta pay for a little bit of fame. Damn, it's a shame, got me hoping for a change. Like, come back, what happened to the gang? I'm mad what it became, you'll never be the same. Everything's changed and it's looking all strange. New day and age, yeah, we dying over change. Like, come back, what happened to the game? I'm mad what it became, it'll never be the same. Everything's changed and it's looking all strange. New day and age, yeah, we dying over change. Like, shout out to Motel Studios, to my nigga David Jelly, J Boogie, I see y'all. Good looking on this shit, man. I appreciate it.
Beast mode. Presidential, do it big like I'm Obama. Damn. Nigga, but I kill it like an old timer. Got them white boys saying I'm a dope rhymer. Where you from? Mill Cities, where you gon' find us? Oh shit. Wait a minute. DJ, bring that motherfucking shit back. This nigga's serious. Beast mode. Presidential, do it big like I'm Obama. Damn, nigga, but I kill it like an old timer. Got them white boys saying I'm a dope rhymer. Where you from? Mill Cities, where you gon' find us? I'm something like your worst nightmare. I'm a psychopath, I'm fucking in your life right there. In broad daylight, yeah, you cannot.
All right, y'all. We back. If y'all enjoyed the stream so far, man, smash that like button for a Shorty, man. Share the live. I appreciate the support, man. Before we keep going, man, listen, man, that's a big shout out to Frankie Blanco. If you haven't checked out Frankie Blanco, make sure y'all do. All right, I'm gonna fix my stream elements tonight, right? So that way y'all can copy the links to people's lives, and y'all can go check. Channels, and go check them out. All right. Okay, so we back. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Blessings, Mr. King. Blessings. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for something and I can't find it. Why is my nose so swollen today? Like, jeez. My nose is really swollen. I really don't know why I can't find one looking for. Get go horny. Then my computer want to echo discombobulated. I don't know what's up. What's going on? Why is this doing it like this? Give me 1 second.
Yeah, we living in a world where the rules don't apply. We gotta follow.
Oh shit! Big ass nose about to chew on the screen. Nope.
But we rise like a phoenix. We ain't scared to brawl. They feeding us lies, but we see through the smoke. We're the voice of the people. We're ready to provoke. They want us to divide, but we're stronger as one. It's breaking chains, sticking names. Yeah, we getting there, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise. Let them know we're here. Riders ignite. In a world of division, they showed us how to share. But the weight of our sorrows, they never taught us to bear. We split our joys and laughter, but it's a split up, but not the heavy pain. He lingers in the shadows, they darkness we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us how to split everything, but not the heavy cost. We learned to divide our dreams and multiply our fears, but the ache in our hearts only grew in passing years. They gave us all the answers, except how to heal. The scars that run so deep, wounds that time can't see. Yeah, they taught us how to share, but only the good. Smiles and laughter like we understood, but deep down inside, there's a storm we hide. Pain in our hearts, we're just trying to ride. Put on a mask, yeah, we play the part, but nobody sees the cracks in the hearts. We share our dreams, the highs and the lows, but when it comes to hurt, we just close the doors. We share the fun times, deflect the pain, laughing in the sunshine, dancing in the rain, but the shadows linger, they creep and they crawl, breaking us down, but we don't share it all. We got hate in our hearts, but we keep concealed, taught to share the joy, but wounds, they stay unhealed. They said love was easy to divide, but the heartache never subsides. We tried to split everything into two, but the pain lingers strong and true. Shared our dreams, divided our fears, but the sorrow remained through the years. No matter how we tried to let go, the weight of our suffering continued to grow. Now we're apart trying to heal, but some wounds are too deep to conceal. They said splitting up will set us free, yet the pain lingers in you and me. In a road where rules are set in stone, the system's grip tightens, we're not alone. Bound by chains and injustice, against the odds we fight to be free. Mighty forces try to keep us down, but our spirits rise, refusing to drown. Defying norms, breaking through the mold. In this battle of wills, our story is told. As the clash continues day by day, we stand united, come what may. For in this world where rules don't apply, our strength and unity will never die. They try to silence our dreams, but we're loud and clear. With every step forward, conquering fear, they can't hold us back. We're the fire and the flame in this battle for freedom. We're all in the game. They say it's just a game, it's on strings. We're cutting the ties. With our eyes on the prize, we're reaching for the skies. So let's stand together. Let's break down the walls. In this fight for our future, we'll answer the calls. From the ashes, we'll rise like a storm. Riders ignite. It's us versus the system, and we're ready to fight. They build the walls, but we're digging tunnels. With every step we take, we're shaking the bundles from the streets to the in a world full of noise. We're making the choice. They want to keep us blind, but we see the light. Knowledge is power, and we're ready to to fight from the corners of the city to the halls of the state, where the heartbeat of the struggle can't afford to wait. It's us versus the system. We're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together, everything. We're not the heavy balls. Now we stand here broken, searching for some light, hoping for a way out of this never-ending night. But through it all, we find strength in each other's embrace. Together, we'll face tomorrow and find every night I'm fighting these demons in sight. Whispers in my mind. Yeah, they echo when they shout. While I'm smiling on the surface, I'm breaking without. We're sharing the laughter, but what's underneath the battlefield, the same that we carry just grows and it grows. And a world of lessons learned, they taught us how to stand and burn. The scars we hide deep inside of the days, their wounds like knives, cutting through leaving wounds that always grew. They painted pictures of success, but couldn't fix what's left on us. Now we're left to bear the strain of the pain that lingers, never wanes. It's us versus the system. We're breaking the mold. That's in the air. Yeah, we're taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise. Let them know we're here. Riders ignite. So remember this moment, remember this face, remember this sound, where the voice all night.
All right, my bad. I couldn't find the video to save my life. I'm on my Instagram. I'm on this John like damn man. I know somebody wanted me to see this video. All right, I think his name is Billy Carson, if I'm not mistaken, who I'm about to react to. Okay, listen. The reason why I started off right on how I started off my channel, explaining to y'all a little bit earlier, right, was because for some reason a lot of us forget, right, that we was kids, right? This goddamn light is in my eye. Sorry, I'm cussing. My bad. But listen, we forget that we was kids, right? And we all got a story. Like we need to realize that. Listen. We're just not a number in the system, all right? We're souls with stories to tell, each and every one of us, all right? The same thing I tell my child is autistic that, wants to try things on his own, all right? He calls me, listen, the only time that you really see him calling me is when he needs me, all right? When he really does need me, he feels like he can't do nothing, the world is against him, all right? And as a mother, right, I feel good, right, that my son could sit here and call me and be like, yo, mom, I'm going through this right now. What can I do? And I just talk to him. You see where I'm coming from? I don't treat him like there's something wrong with him. All right. Like we need to realize, look, we was kids at one point. Right. And this thing that we see now where moms are right, use this manipulation and control over their kids, and it's not every mom. All right. There's some moms out here that do this. All right. But it's not every mom out here. All right. There are some moms out here that actually, are there for their kids and understand and listen, to their kids. But there are some moms out here that are so manipulative, so controlling. You see where I'm coming from? That they run their kids' lives. It's like when they was kids, they couldn't fulfill something, and now they want to fulfill what they couldn't fulfill within their kids. But maybe I'm tripping, right? All right. Listen. Our job is to guide them, all right, not control them. Our job is to teach them, not manipulate them, all right, to do the things that we want them to do. And there is a lot of moms out here that do that. There's a lot of fathers that do it too, all right. Unfortunately, we see more moms do it, all right, within the conversations that I'm having, all right, and I'm talking from my own experience. I'm not talking from someone else's experience, all right. But the link is down below. Anybody that wishes to come and chop it up real quick with a shorty, you're more than welcome, all right. But let me put it like this, all right? I've said it time after time in here, all right? We're a lot, I'm not going to say we are, because we're not. A lot of us are woke, all right? And I'm not using the third eye as an excuse or as an example, all right? I'm saying that a lot of us just see through the smoke, all right? We woke up, all right? We see that shit isn't like this. We've questioned shit our whole life. We've questioned a lot of stuff our whole lives, all right? And A lot of us was called crazy the same way we used to call them old heads crazy back in the days, all right? Like, dang, you crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. They don't seem so crazy now, do they? They don't seem so naive, so mental, so retarded now. Not knowing they sure as hell make sense now that we older, all right? Experiencing the things that we're experiencing in life. See, the thing is that a lot of people was giving us advice and we didn't see that or we didn't understand it. All right. And the kids are following in our own footsteps. All right. I call it recycled trauma. Somebody sent me this video. All right. I don't know who the guy is. I think his name is Bill. Oh my God, his name is somewhere around here. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Oh, why you take me out? Yo no te dije que me saque. Llévame al lugar que te estoy mandando a que me lleves. All right? Here we go. Here we go. Dios mío. Dios, Dios, Dios. I'm trying to get the full name. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's not Bill or Bob. Okay, it's Billy Carson. All right? I don't know much about Billy Carson. All right? So shout out to y'all. All right, when y'all send me his DMs, all right, it takes me a minute to look through them because I be doing a lot out here. All right, listen, I do put in this footwork out here. I do got to deal with my family. I'm just getting on my feet. Those that have been following me through my journey, listen, big shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all, man, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have made it this far. All right, like, listen, y'all been with me through thick and thin. All right, y'all seen me rise up, y'all seen me fall down, y'all seen me rise up again. All right, so I really appreciate y'all. I wouldn't be here without y'all. But listen, they sent me this video, all right, and he speaks about healing, trauma, and much more. And I watched like 5 minutes of it. It's like a 2-hour video. I wanted to watch it with y'all, all right? And the reason why, bye. See, I ain't arguing with a Joe. If you haven't been here, all right, come respectfully, all right? Come respectful. Respect the host. You see where I'm coming from? I know there's a lot of trolls out there, but the disrespectful ones, bye. I ain't got time for y'all bullshit. I ain't babysitting nobody's egos. I'm not nobody's god or fucking priest. Go heal before you get on this motherfucking app, all right? We're here to have conversations, not for shit to go left or to debate anything. And if you can't be a grown motherfucker and have a simple conversation or listen or stay on topic, then exit left. Make sure the doorknob doesn't hit you with a good Lord split you, okay? It's that simple. You want to know who the fuck I am? Go figure it out. See, that's not how you come into somebody's channel. You come into somebody's channel like you walk into somebody's home. You see where I'm coming from? Now, who the fuck is you? Motherfucker, who the fuck is you? I know who the fuck I am. Do you know who the fuck are you? Jeez. Let me see. Is it here?
In the eyes of the world, we may seem apart, but deep down inside, we share the same heart. You may judge me by my outward view, but I know my worth and where I'm going to. Who am I? Who are you? Beneath the skin, we are one. No matter how you see me, our souls have just begun. Don't let appearances deceive your sight. I know my purpose, and I'll shine bright. Down in the surface, we both bleed red. No need for judgment or words left unsaid. I know who I am and where I stand tall.
Say, I know who I am, what I'm doing, and what my purpose is. Do y'all know who y'all are? Because I didn't come on here asking anybody who they is. See where I'm coming from? I mean, y'all energy. Who am I? If you haven't been watching, that's not my fault. But since y'all came so disrespectful, right? And here we go with somebody hyping the other motherfucker's viewer. If you haven't been watching, that's not on me. That's on you. Y'all would have came respectfully the first time. I would have had a conversation. All right? Now y'all go do y'all research. Y'all see the channel. Y'all see the name. Go do y'all research. Like, what the fuck? Like, I came on here with a purpose. I came on here speaking on bullying. I've been doing what I got to do. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. You see where I'm coming from? Y'all have heard me. If y'all haven't been watching, if y'all haven't been listening, I think that's the dumbest thing that people do. Right? They interrupt people asking those questions. Who am I? Why are you here? You haven't been listening? You see where I'm coming from? You haven't been listening? But at the end of the day, all right, anyways, back on topic, because we're going to have a lot of people trying to interrupt. That's why I don't listen, to the chat unless it's people that, are on topic. You see where I'm coming from? We're talking about healing, all right? Now, those of you that have been following me for a while, all right, know what this channel is about, what we do, all right, and where we're going. You see where I'm coming from? All right. Now, y'all know that I've been on here speaking and bringing awareness about the bullying. All right. When I first started, a lot of people was telling me, hey, there's no way y'all can get cameras into these schools. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do that. And guess what? We're doing it. All right. We got the class dojos. We got the cameras now coming into the a lot of schools here in Philadelphia. I know my daughter's school is going to be one of the schools. All right. They get cameras into these schools. The deeper backgrounds and much more are going to get into it. I got the petition in my description box down below. All right. For those of you that do got a zip code, y'all can sign the petition. All right. Basically, what we're trying to do is get more cameras into these schools. All right. See what's going on within these classrooms. Help, the kids out with the bullying and much more. So many of these kids that are getting bullied and picked on. All right. We don't know what the reason is behind it because of all the excuses that are being put. All right. So much sexual abuse and harassment happening in these schools. The only place a camera does not belong is in a bathroom. All right. Other than that, we as parents should be able to see what's going on within these classrooms, within these schools, with our children, with the teachers, the staff. All right. Is the child telling the truth? Is is the staff telling the truth? What's going on? All right. Listen. Because the same way we got badass kids out here, right? We got teachers out here that don't give a fuck. In the same way we got teachers that don't give a fuck. Did I add her? The same way we got teachers that don't give a fuck, we got kids out here that are bad. Simple as that. And I'm not talking to bring anybody down. When I speak, it's to bring awareness and let y'all know that there are more things that we could do out here than what we think that we can.
Doing well. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I just came from dropping my daughter. Wanted to speak on the trauma, the healing. I've been listening to a lot of these kids out here that hanging with my kids, and I'm just looking at it. It's like no matter what we do and what is said, action is needed. It's too much talking. You see where I'm coming from? And I'm not here to change or convince anybody. I'm just here to bring awareness.
That's the best we can do, along with definitely paying attention and as involved in our children's lives. I like what you said about we're not here to control, we're here to guide our children. And I think that's a lot of it went left as far as the generations evolving into just loss of family values, loss of cohesiveness, loss of interest, to be totally honest, because a lot of people have, not everybody, but a lot of people have children for the wrong reasons. And then when they get here, it's not what they thought it was going to be. It's a calling. It's a huge responsibility. And for many of us, it will be the largest responsibility that we will encounter if you bear life. So I totally agree with you. And it gets discouraging and frustrating at times, but I love your tenacity and the willingness to just keep going, even when it feels as if it's falling. Your words sometimes fall on deaf ears.
That's a fact. But we have to. I was taught that the way you reclaim what we thought was lost, right, is by speaking, not by arguing, not by spewing hate, or how can I say it, initiating violence. You speak. Those that hear, those that don't. Listen, you can't feel no type of way. You see where I'm coming from?
Yes, I do. So I didn't see the beginning of the topic, or you transition into the topic, but can you just give me a little more insight on what you're discussing as far as the children go?
Oh yeah. It started out with me saying, "Don't give up on the kids." You see where I'm coming from? And I started speaking on the moms with kids with autism. A lot of them are giving up. You see where I'm coming from? Once their kids transition from child to adulthood, and it's like I need to place my child into into a placement. Or I need to do this. I'm like, you don't need to do that, because at the end of the day, what happens tomorrow when you're not here? You see where I'm coming from? Who's going to do it for you? Who's going to make sure that your child's okay? And I've noticed that throughout time, right? A lot of kids get diagnosed with autism or ADHD. They don't even have it. You see where I'm coming from? Where it takes a while for them to even diagnose a child that does have a autism or ADHD or any type of mental health issue due to the parents lying, trying to get it checked, trying to, or scared because the school is telling you that, either you do something or we take your child from you. And that's something that's constantly happening. I listen to the stories. So I'm saying here is like, how do we make a change on this? But we can't make a change unless the parents come together. You see where I'm coming from? And then I started speaking, how we forget that we was kids, right? Like, a lot of these kids are just plain bad. It doesn't mean that they have mental health issues. It doesn't mean he's automatically got ADHD because he can't sit still in the classroom. Maybe sometimes they're just, how can I say, bored. They're not probably comprehending what the teacher is saying, or the teacher's not drawing their attention. I'm not putting an excuse. It's just the way that a lot of these teachers are, teaching nowadays. You got a lot of teachers that the kids love. You see where I'm coming from? Like, if we was to go with that, then why is it that these kids love this teacher and this teacher is being so hated? So something's missing in some teachers, all right? But the whole point of it is, right, that we have to guide our kids, whether they're regular kids, like, me and you was at one point, or they got something wrong with them. A child with autism, right, doesn't define, the autism in a child doesn't define who the child is. All right, that's why I don't treat my child like he has any type of mental health. And at times people, come at me and they be like, oh, you should. No, I'm not going to treat him like that, because if I was to go today, or if I was to go tomorrow and I wouldn't be a part of his life, my son would not know what the hell to do. It's already hard enough for him to live on his own. You see where I'm coming from? So it's kind of like, as parents, we have to teach them. And that's I'm not saying that a lot of parents don't teach, but we failed, or we're failing, or something was failed for us as we was growing. Something, wasn't taught or instilled in us as we was growing, and we are failing our kids. Or we have a trauma so deep that we can't heal and we're passing it on. Right? Not every child has mental health, but could they have anxiety? Could they have depression? Yes. You see where I'm coming from? But that don't mean give up on your child as soon as a therapist says, well, I think your child has this or your child has that. I need you to stuff them with medication. That's not the way to go. Just do some more research and figure out how you deal with your child.
You said a lot.
Yeah, so much, because it's like, all right, some of these kids may not have mental health issues, but then now we're making them. We're creating these kids with mental health issues. Because it was like we're so either scared or don't know what to do, not realizing none of us was given a manual. None of us was given a manual when we gave birth to these kids.
You have to go down through the chain of the process. When you speak of the educational system being broken, the educational system is broken and fragmented because the homes are broken and fragmented. It starts with the family. Who do you think the educators are? Where do you think they come from? They come from the same type of environments and homes that the same children that they're teaching come from. So I'm sorry.
No, I was agreeing with you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just, basically iterating that there's a lot that's wrong, and it's systematic. It is all connected. It is all integrated, and you have a broken system teaching broken children. But that's why it's so vitally important, in order for the family structure or the parents to want to do better, even if you come from generational fragmentation or curses.
That's my whole point.
Once you recognize it, You have to do something to fix it. Now, do I believe that therapists are the fix all be all? I do not.
Mm-mm.
I believe that it is a whole unit that requires a lot of different moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be grounded spiritually. You need to get a hold of what's going on from a mental standpoint. You need to be involved. You need to allot the time and energy necessary. And you know that all our kids want is our time, not just our love and not just our provision, but our time. That is the biggest display of love that we can give our children. Because if we give them time, then we're going to be pouring some of who we are and what we have to offer into our children. And that is the natural order of things. So that is what they're going to crave and desire from the jump. That's what's going to make them grow. You ever have a parent that has a child, and the first thing that the staff tells you at the hospital that's important is the bonding process. When you take an infant away from the mother, they go through so many different changes. I've seen babies scream, cry, flail their arms and their legs because there's a connection that has been established inside of the womb, and now you've taken that connection away. The smell, the bonding, the physical warmth of the skin rubbing up against each other, the voice, listening to the voice. That seems very minute in its own cubicle as far as some people can tell, but it is so vitally important because that's going to establish how that baby responds in life to people, not just the parents, not just the mother, not just the siblings, not it, but to every external stimuli that comes across their path.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
It just starts at home. It starts and ends at home. I mean, we don't have the answers as to how to fix it because it's so severely broken, and we've gotten so far away from God and foundational principles that have been laid before us. Now everything's questioned. We're living in an informational age where we question everything. Does any of it have any relevance? Are we even here? Is this even real life?
Oh, you sound like the guy. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. You sound like the bull that I'm going to react to.
For real, though. I mean, these are questions when we're living I believe we're in an age of enlightenment. And it's prophecy, all of it in the scheme of things. It just, the picture goes a lot bigger and a lot deeper than what meets the eye, but are people willing to scratch beyond the surface to connect with it, or to even be, you got a lot of people out here that can't even digest it or wrap their heads around what's really going on.
It's a fact. And what's crazy is that, I see a lot of kids out here, they're not even kids, a lot of, how can I say, they was kids at one point. I'm gonna use my son as an example, right? And I always like to use my story as an example and to talk about somebody else. See, even though my son has autism, he's 19 years old, right? At times he struggles with a job. But there's no way in hell that I can sit here and convince him, hey, baby, go reapply for your SSI. You see where I'm coming from? That'll help you out. Mom, you taught me that I got to do this. I'm not a man if I don't go work for it. And he tries. He can, keep a job for a few weeks. He loses that job, he'll go right into it. And it's not that he loses it because he's bad, or you see where I'm coming from. It's the establishment he's in. He tries different places, different environments, even if he knows that he won't be there for long. And that's one thing that I'm saying. I was like, damn, see, I wish I could just, show a lot of people it's possible. What we have, our past, or what we're going through doesn't determine the person that we is today. And it shouldn't hold us back. And it's crazy how a lot of these kids right out here with their stories show and prove that to us.
You know, this is not, we live in such a cookie cutter society that if you are classified as being outside of the norm of what the culture or the environment that we live in classifies the norm, then guess what? You're on your own. But that's why community is so important. And when people say, you know, I have a child or I have children, and when they get grown, they do, well, that isn't everybody's story. There's a lot of families and parents out here that are bonded to their children for various reasons for their lives, for the duration of their lives. But I think sometimes we look at this thing from a wrong angle, or at least a less productive angle. Let me just say that. And the reason I say that is because I look at it from community standpoint. I have experienced where I have a grown son and we still are a cohesive family. And from the outside looking in, you'll have some parents that say, well, ain't he grown? Shouldn't he be? Well, he does do his own thing. But because he still is in tune with his family, the family's needs, the family is in tune with his needs. We are close. We look out for one another. That's our community. Where did the community go? So my vantage point is at the end of the day, these same people that got something to say or have a judgment about what somebody should be doing or where they should be at based off of the community or the culture that we live in, how does that justify and how does it affect me in real life, your opinion? Because you are not part of my community. And it can be frustrating, but it is what it is. It's a tough situation, but it's real. And the fact of the matter is that our children need us. And just because they become adults doesn't mean they stop needing us. And we need them.
That's a fact, yeah. And that's why I don't give up on my son. Like, I've had him come so many times and be like, yo, people be telling me to do this and do that. Mom, what do you think I should do? You know, I'm going to believe you before I believe them. I was like, baby, it's not about believing. You see where I'm coming from? It's about, you know, going through the experience. I can't tell you what to do or how to do it. You see where I'm coming from? But you just have to make sure that you make the right decision. You see, like, the choice is yours. The option is yours. I can only give you the best advice that I can give you right now. You see where I'm coming? But it's like sometimes with his autism, he can't understand the world like me. You see where I'm coming from? So it's kind of like, that's why I tell parents, we don't give up on him. Like, it hurts me that sometimes they make him feel that because he's trying and he messes up, he ain't worth it. But at the end of the day, that's why I'm here. You see where I'm coming from? Like I get it that he's grown, but there's nobody in this world that can sit here and tell me, oh, look, listen, you're like, I had somebody tell me, my son's already 20 years old. I'll be damned if he comes over here and asks me for $20. Better go get a job. His grown ass self already got a wife, fucking doing this, doing. I looked at her. I was like, and I'm like, my child is still. He's like, oh, that's an excuse. That's not an excuse because I still treat him normal. You see, well, I bump heads with people like that, and I'm saying, I'm looking at these people like, yo, y'all is demonic, or something's missing inside of you, or you going through some trauma that you don't seem to understand. That as a parent, right? You don't do for your kids. You don't control them. You rear them, right? You guide them. If they mess up, you have conversations. That's why no matter what my son does, I can sit here and say I'm proud of him. Because when he fucks up, when he messes up, he'll give me that call like, hey, Mom, what do I do? Like, give me some advice. What I feel like nothing's working, nothing matters. Why should I even keep trying? And then I calm him down. And what's crazy, I'm the only one that can do that. So why would I sit here and give up? I want to say, hey, come stay with me. You see where I'm coming from? But he don't want to. He's grown. He want to do, he want to go out there and give the world a try. And who am I to tell him, no, you cannot do that? But maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You're just, in my opinion, you are just doing the best that you can with the information and the knowledge that you have as a person, as a woman, as a mother. And there's nothing wrong with supporting your children, whether they're in the household, they're outside of the household. If you lose that connection with the people that you share the same bloodline with, then who else do you have? That's my question. And so one thing that I learned to do was to basically X out other people's opinions. And I turn to God for guidance and rely on Him for every major and most minor decisions. I will, excuse me, seek understanding and get quiet and get still with the questions that I have in meditation form and prayer form. And because we are in a spiritual time where most things are not visible to the eye, to the naked eye, and it's internal. But when you involve a lot of other opinions, what we used to say, people, places, and things, you allow all of these different people's, places, and things into your situation, into your household, it's going to always manifest confusion. It's going to always reverberate confusion. You have to know, because whatever everybody's experience and story is different. So their solution may not be your solution. And in most times it will not be your solution. So you go to a source that's higher than yourself and rely on the consistency of the outcome of that particular source. Whatever your upbringing entailed, whatever your belief system was, has become, is, it's all evolving. None of us are the same as we were 5 years ago. Hell, I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I am always changing in a lot of different aspects. When it comes to your children, close in. I don't care if they're an adult, if they're grown. They may be grown in age in the eyes of the law, but everybody grows at different paces, at different rates, based on their own makeup, on their own personal experiences. And sometimes you just gotta really close a lot of external stuff out and really, really, really search within as to, okay, I am not going to acquiesce or allow myself to stay so immersed in the law of the land or how things are, because let's keep it a buck. The world that we living in is really F to the up. So if we're guiding based off of principles and external stimuli and people that are giving us all of this erroneous information that really doesn't have anything to do with us, what do you think that's going to do? It's going to definitely keep the confusion going. Spiritual warfare, absolutely. So I don't have a lot of time. I wanted to come up here. I could hear it in your voice, and I just wanted to come up and extend a word, because whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because it's coming from an authentic place. It comes from a genuine place. You're not just here for your children or your child. You are here for the community. You are here for your people. You are here to spread awareness. I see you go hard. I see you go long. I see you go, and there's a lot of times you probably feel like the fruits of your labor go unrewarded, but God sees you. God understands it, and you are definitely connected enough to do that in spite of everything that you feel may not be paying off, or that your words may fall upon deaf ears. Assure me, they do not. They do not. And whatever you have to pour into your child is blessing him, even if you don't see it at this point. And you said something super key, and I'm going to close with this, that you're not here to control, but you're here to guide. Let that be the path that you stay on and the mindset that you stick with, because that is going to help him evolve into the man that God has destined him to be. And he selected for you to be his mother for a very specific reason. And you, as long as you stay in tune with that, it will pay off. I promise you.
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Man, that hit. That's some facts, though. Some real shit.
Yes. And I'm praying for you, sis.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But that's real though, like, because as a mother, it's like, I mean, a real mother, I think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen, people would ask, what is a real mother? And I think a mother is someone that nurtures. All right, a mother is someone that protects and guides their child. Is there through thick and thin. You see where I'm coming from? Not one that manipulates, controls, and brings their child down. That's the seed that you planted. You see where I'm coming from? And how can I say, the way you take care of that seed, it depends on how your child grows, how that flower blooms. You see where I'm coming from? So facts.
Miss Yo said something that was so profound. And I've been reverberating this because it hit. You sometimes you just get those gems that just hit. And this is one of those just hit for me. And she said, your children, you are the first God that your children see. If they don't trust us, if they don't connect and bond with us, if they don't rely on us or feel that they can rely on us, then what hopes do they have to make it in order to navigate through this crazy world we living in?
None, because my son tells me every time he calls me, I'm the only one that he could talk to and let it out without getting judged. And that's the crazy part. Like, and like, every time he calls now, he just apologizes. Mom, I'm sorry for the way I used to treat you. Like, and then when I tell him, hey, you can always come back. I need to do this on my own. He's like, I need to find out who I am.
I got one of those too.
So it's kind of like, when I tell people, I'm not forcing my son to do anything. I'm not putting him away. I'm not taking his freedom from him. I need him to learn. I'm just happy. And at first I was worried and scared, but I'm not no more, because he's proven to me time after time that when he does need me, he'll call me. Do I have a fear lingering in the back? Yes. That something might happen to him? Yes. Hell yes. I mean, what mother doesn't worry about that? But at the end of the day, I can't show him that part, that little weakness that I got. You see where I'm coming from? Because then he'll think like, damn, what you just told me doesn't match.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we still imperfect. We're still human. And we still are learning and evolving ourselves, even in the midst of expanding our families and having children. So the point of the matter is that letting go and letting God will not just free our children, but it'll free us too.
Exactly.
And letting go is not always comfortable, especially when you are so accustomed to being that navigator, to making things happen, to being the provider, to pouring so much of yourself and investing so much of who you are into your children. They become your life, your purpose, your calling. And now they've grown, and now it's time for them to spread their wings. And we still subconsciously, in some aspects, want to hold on. That can be way more detrimental than it can be freeing for our children. So letting go and letting God and trusting God, just like we trust God of our understanding with our lives and our destiny and our everyday health, whether it's spiritual, mental, or physical. That's the same source that's going to protect our children, guide them, and help them to evolve.
That's a fact. That is so true. I mean, listen, like I tell people, we are not the teachers, all right? We may think we are the teachers, and yes, we are teachers. And it may sound crazy what I'm saying, right? And very confusing. But in reality, all right, we are the students and they are the teachers. Because as time passes by, our kids teaches us not something from them, but of ourselves. And that's the crazy part, right? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but that's all I can say when it comes to giving advice or anything, because I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm just a mother out here bringing awareness, an advocate for kids and women that have been through abuse. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
We all learn from each other. Just
Facts.
because we may have been here a few years before the people that we give life to or brought into this world doesn't mean that we stop learning or stop absorbing. And I'm taught that what the Bible tells you out of the mouths of babes is so true. We all can learn from one another. But I bring upon you peace. And I think a form of that peace is just to sometimes I go through life and I make it a lot more complicated by overthinking it. Sometimes letting go and trusting the process, trusting that God has got this, that He's always had it, that He will forever have the situation, no matter what it looks like at hand. Don't overextend yourself and spend so much of yourself till you don't have nothing left to pour from your cup. That's when you know you have exceeded the limit of your capacity. God didn't ask for us to do that for our children. And so with that being said, just find some peace and trust the process and trust that God is going to take care of whatever you can't take care of.
There you go. She said it better than I could ever say it. Poetic. See, random thoughts, poetry. Give it some poetic justice. Shout out to Mr. Real shit.
Yes. Well, I apologize for the noise in the background. I got construction going on around my house and I got to get my day started. But I bid you a very, very good day, an amazing day, a productive day. Salute to the chat, and I'll connect with you soon, sis.
I appreciate you guys. Listen, man. Shout out to Miss Akimi. Make sure y'all go check out Miss Akimi. Great conversations, great topics. Make sure y'all sub up, share her videos, comment, hype her lives up. All right. Listen. We gotta bring awareness. Love her channel. All right. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all a poem that was inspired by Miss Akimi. All right. So here we go. In the beginning, we were so close, but now the trust is gone, like a withered rose. We're more guarded now. Our hearts are cold. Good people don't change. They just learn to hold. The connection we had, it used to shine bright, but now it's broken, lust in the night. We're careful with our words, careful with our touch, choosing where to invest. Love means so much. Our energy is precious. We can't waste a drop. Being selective now, trying not to flop. Good people don't turn bad overnight. They just become more guarded in the fight. So, shout out to Miss Akimi. All right. That was really, listen, Miss Akimi really inspired this one. All right. So, like I said, man, make sure y'all go check her out. A lot of people on this app really do inspire her, Shorty. All right. Y'all really do. Listen, how can I say, bring the flames, all right, to my pen, all right, to create the art that I create on these papers. All right. So shout out to a lot of y'all, man. All right, listen, we're gonna go with another one. All right, and then we're gonna get this live started. We're gonna get this live started with one more poem inspired by Miss Akimi, so that y'all can see that, listen, man, a lot of y'all put, how can I say, bring stories out here or bring awareness to a lot of things that do, how can I say, inspire this little old heart of mine. All right, it brings the flames out to bring this creativity out. All right, we got Candyman, baby. Ooh, Candyman in the building, baby. Shout out to Candyman. Make sure y'all go check out In Real Life podcast. All right, great conversations, great topics. Go show my OG some support. All right, you gotta love you some Candyman, baby. But let's get this poem inspired by Miss Akimi. Last one. Let's get before we get this live started. All right. Damn, I hate when I can't see sometimes, and I like this shit. All right, here we go. In shadows deep, where trust once brightly shone, good people turn to stone. Their hearts withdrawn. My bad. They shield their light from those who would deceive. Their energy perceived for those who truly believe. A gentle soul, now cloaked in cautious guise, steps back from falsehood's web with tear-stained eyes. No words are spoken as they quietly depart. Their silence speaks of wounds too deep to chart. Remember, remember well the chances freely given, each one a gift, a glimpse of grace unbidden. For good people don't turn bad in silent flight. They simply guard their hearts against the night. So if a good person walks away from you, know they saw the truth. All right? Know they saw the truth. Then, my bad. So if a good person walks away from you, know they saw the truth that you never knew. Their absence speaks of love and self-respect. A final act of kindness, silently perfect. Perfect, all right? I was trying to, man, y'all get it, fuck it. Anyways, all right, shout out to Ms. Akimi. She was speaking some facts, all right? But listen, like I said, man, all right, speaking with, you know, how can I say, with people like Miss Akimi, Miss Yo Thoughts, right? Out here in real life, all right? We got Blended Hill Relums, we got Miss April Showers, we got a lot. I mean, listen, there is a lot of women out here that I see that lead with strength, right? The same way that I see a lot of women out here that lead with weakness. It might confuse you and throw you off of what I just said. Some might get mad, but at the end of the day, hey, look, listen, we got the best of both worlds on this app, all right? We got women that are strong, they show strength, all right? They show that us, the younger generation and the younger generation after us, all right, can lead by example, all right? Can carry ourselves in a way that, you know, how can I say that? Listen, I'm gonna put it like this, all right? We're made to believe that we have to, you know, live a life the way, you know, these celebrities live, that we have to live, you know, perfect, that we have to do this and we do have to do that. Nah, man. When in reality, we could be ladylike. You see, we could be, you know, ourselves. All right. We don't have to sit here and follow trends. All right. We don't really have no real women role models, all right, in this era. And I do speak because, like I told y'all, right, I was taught that by speaking, you reclaim. This is why I write poetry, right? As a kid, when I went through the trauma that I went through and I started going to therapy, right? Therapy alone did not help, right? I had to let people around me, you see where I'm coming from, that, how can I say, was there for me, and at the moment I thought they wasn't. All right, just like my son feels at times, all right, just like some other kids out here feels at times, like the whole world is against you, like nobody cares. What's the point of even doing anything if it's, you know, always messing up? They make, listen, all right, we can pick ourselves up, and not to prove it to them. You don't pick yourself up to prove it to the world. You prove it to yourself first. All right, like fuck what the world thinks, like Mr. Akimi was just saying. You are you. Like, you don't have to, you know, how can I say, prove to anybody anything. All right? Self-respect is the key to anything. You want to gain respect, you have to respect yourself first. All right? Figure out, you see where I'm coming from. Look in the mirror. All right? And when you look in that mirror, ask yourself, right? Do you like the person staring back at you? Do you like what they're saying back at you? You see where I'm coming from? Do you like the way that person's carrying themselves? Are you a free spirit or a puppet with strings attached? And listen, I'm only rendering what was, you know, given to me. So at the end of the day, it took a lot of people with wisdom and knowledge to get to me, to teach me, right? But I had to let them in. I had to be willing to receive, is my point. A lot of us are not willing to receive. I see it here on social media a lot. People are trying to, you know, how can I say, give some advice, give some, you know, words of wisdom, and people just got this stink attitude. It is what it is. I don't care. You can't tell me what to do. And I'm saying, like, damn, it's crazy, because I was like that at one point. I can't even sit here and judge. I could just sit here and say, you was a dumbass like I was. Real shit. But people get mad when I say shit like that. Look, listen, man, I was, you know, I walked them all in your shoes for a second, and I'm not trying to re-wear them again. I refuse to try to wear somebody else's shoes. I'm good. I keep walking miles on mine. All right? And I don't want nobody to walk a mile on my shoes. I don't want them to ever feel the pain that I've been through. See where I'm coming from? So yes, now that I'm older, now that I'm an adult, all right, I got a little more knowledge in me. I sit here and I pass it forward, all right? Like, I try to help those that I can. Those that don't want it, those that don't give a fuck, hey, look, listen, I leave you where you at. I'm not giving you the same energy. I'm not meeting you where you at. because you don't want it. You don't want to receive it, or you're not ready to. But when you'll receive it from whoever it is that you're ready to receive it from. At the moment, it ain't me. So I ain't going to sit here and break my head and go crazy over somebody that doesn't, how can I say, receive, doesn't want to have a conversation, doesn't want to move on and let it go. See, I fought my demons. And now I'm ready to wear my battle crown. I'm not going to be stuck in the past dwelling on something that I cannot change. And that's where a lot of us go wrong. We stay stuck in the past that we cannot change. You're in the present now. All right? And the now is what you have to work with. Not the past, not the future. You can't change the future either unless you figure out what's going on right now in your present. You can't make a change in your future. You have choices. You have options. We can do things now that our ancestors couldn't do back then. But people don't seem to understand that. All right. So this lyrical poem I'm about to share with y'all, because I want to play at least like 10 minutes of this video. All right, with what's his name? Once again, shout out to y'all, man. Keep DMing me these videos. All right. I like videos like this. All right. Let's keep diving down rabbit holes. All right. So if y'all want to write something to me or give me something on Instagram, man, let it be videos like this. All right. So we're gonna be reacting to what's his name? Lewis Ho's interviewing Billy Carson in 1 minute. All right. So give me a second. All right. Shout out to KB. Shout out to Kwame Brown. All right. For inspiring me to write this poem right here.
Yeah, we all got dreams, but we stuck in the grind. Looking back at the past, but it's time to unwind. Everyone can do it, just gotta take that step. Stop dwelling on the losses, let's rewrite the rep. Hating on the president, calling him corrupt. But let me break it down, we gotta interrupt. Lost been in place, he's just playing the game. Ain't about the man, it's about the system's name. How do we move forward? Let's add something new. Together we can rise, yeah, that's what we do. Don't get stuck in the past, let the hate fall away. We build in the future, let's seize the day. Can't you see? You bleeding all over the matrix. Caught in the hype, man, it's all fake tricks. The medic bag's empty, y'all shit out of luck. Wake up before you get stuck. Y'all act like y'all in love, but y'all really in lust. Lost in the fame and the fortune. You ain't got no sense. You got the influencer fixation. You let them run your life. Red or blue, you're just a puppet with strings, always in strife. You think they care, but they don't give a damn. Just chasing the glow, the celebrity clout. They'll play both sides, the red and the blue, but they're just pulling your strings while you're stuck on your move. You're waiting for someone to tell you you're in luck, but mommy and daddy ain't coming, they're not in the cut. You're so blinded by the fame, the glitz and the glam, you forget what's real and who you really are. Wake up and see that you're just a pawn in the game. The red and the blue, they're all just the same. Stop being a puppet and take control of your life and break free from the chains. It's time to ignite. How do we move forward? Let's add something new. Together we can rise. Yeah, that's what we do. Don't get stuck in the past. Let the hate fall away. We build in the future. Let's seize the day. Can't you see? You bleeding all over the matrix. Caught in the hype. Man, it's all fake tricks. The medic bag empty. Your shit out of luck. Wake up before you get stuck. Yo, I see the struggle. I feel the pain. But we can't let the darkness keep us chained. We got the power. The voice is the might. Let's come together. Turn wrongs into right. Everyone's a player. So step to the front. No more division. Let's rise from the blunt. It's not just about politics. It's a call to unite. Stand tall. Move forward. Let's ignite the light. Yeah, we're all in this together. No need to divide. Let's focus on the future. Let the love be our guide. From the streets to the halls, let's make change. Break the chains of the past. Let's rearrange. Y'all really stuck. Puppets with strings attached, waiting for mommy and daddy to tell them they give a fuck. Y'all wondering why y'all stuck? Damn, can't y'all see? Y'all bleeding all over the matrix and the medic bag is empty. Soldier, in the game of life. You're playing with invisible strings. trying to prove your worth, but you're just a pawn in a bigger fight. They say you're just a number, another statistic in the system, but you're a soul with a story to tell. So stand up tall, break those strings, prove to the world that you're more than just a marionette. Don't let them control your destiny. You're the master of your own fate. Don't be afraid to go after and take. How do we move forward? Let's add something new. Together we can rise. Yeah, that's what we do. Don't get stuck in the past. Let the hate fall away. You're building a future. Let's seize the day. Can't you see? You're bleeding all over the matrix. Caught in the hype. Man, it's all fake tricks. The medic's bag is empty. Y'all shit out of luck. Wake up before you're stuck. Everyone can do it. How do we move forward? How do we do this? Just add something to it. Some stay stuck in the past. That's not how we last. Y'all hating on the president saying he corrupt. I don't know who he is. I feel like he's implementing what already exists. We gotta rise above the hate and focus on progress. Together we can make a change and leave behind the mess. It's easy to point fingers and place blame, but true change comes from taking action and making a change. Let's unite and work together for a better tomorrow. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, let's focus on what we can borrow. The power lies within us to create a new path, to break free from the chains of doubt and wrath. Believe in ourselves and each other as we strive for greatness. Together we can overcome any obstacle that tries to hold us back. Think about it. It's a little bit of food for thought. Yo. Damn. Man. Y'all act like y'all in lust, chasing shadows lost in the glitter and dust, scrolling through the feeds like it's life or death. But these influences don't care, man. They just cashing checks. Stuck in a cycle, puppets on a string, waiting for likes like it's everything. Red or blue, y'all fighting over crumbs. While the real world's burning, y'all just hum and strong. Hum strong until you know. So how do we move forward? Let's add something new. Together we can rise. Yeah, that's what we do. Don't get stuck in the past. Let the hate fall away. We're building the future. Let's seize the day. Can't you see? You're bleeding all over the matrix. Caught in the hype. Man, it's all fake tricks. The medic's bag is empty. Y'all shit out of luck. Y'all better wake up before you get stuck. So here's the message, loud and clear. We got the power, let's shift the gear. No more dwelling, no more blame. It's time to rise up, let's change the game. So if you feel lost, just look to the sky. We're all in this together, let's reach for the high. Everyone can do it, just take a hand. Together we stand, united we land. So let's move forward, break down the walls. With love and respect, we'll answer the calls. No more hate, just the powerful crew. Together we can do it, yeah, me and you, riders. Let's show them how we ignite. Look in the mirror, tell me what do you see? A puppet on a string or a soul that screams? Break the chains, man, it's time to reclaim. Your life's not a game, don't let them play you lame. Stand up, rise up, let your voice be heard. No more silent screams, it's time to spread the word. Riders, let's ignite. Yeah, the world's a stage, but you ain't just a role. Find your truth, let it shine. Yeah, that's the goal. No more fighting over colors, it's unity we need. Plant the seed of change, watch the future succeed. So damn, y'all, stop acting like you're lost. Break the mold, it's time to pay the cost. Heal the wounds, let the real flow. Step out the matrix, man. Let your true self grow. Don't let this digital world, flatline. It's just a little food for thought.
And as you begin to address the shadow work within yourself, the space becomes more and more clear. And the biggest part about not manifesting or losing the manifestation opportunity is not recognizing
time and space.
Correct.
Continuum, is that
11 dimensions to human beings.
matrix? Okay. What dimension are we in right now?
The things with that. The first thing is
So I want to make an easy 3-part question to start with.
Yeah.
The first one is, what is the universe? And are we living in a matrix?
Okay.
What dimension are we in right now? And how many dimensions are there?
Yeah.
And what is our purpose as human beings?
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. We're on the same frequency. I could tell already. So the universe itself, in my personal opinion, based on my research, is a fractal holographic matrix made of light. Light that we can't particularly detect all of it. Like, for example, dark energy, dark matter, what's creating this expansion of the universe. But the universe as a whole, even the things or the items that appear to be solid within the universe, in my opinion, are all made of light. And we learned this through the
table.
This table is made of light. This table, for example, is a light frequency that's slowed down. And so we give the illusion, or we get the illusion that it's solid, but it's just a frequency wave that has been slowed down, that's been collapsed into the illusion of solidity that we're calling a table. And we don't touch the table. We only have electromagnetic repulsion from this table. So the electrons orbiting the atoms within this table are repelling the electrons orbiting the atoms in my fingers. So you never really touch the table. You get a repulsion effect. And everything in the universe is pretty much set up that way. And what's incredible about the universe is human beings only can see less than 1% of the light spectrum. So we have this grand spectrum that we believe that we're taking in, but we're seeing a sliver of reality. We can't see ultraviolet, multi-spectrum, infrared, gamma rays, all these incredible frequencies, microwaves. There's microwaves floating all around us right now. We can't detect them. We'd be too distracted. But so the universe is very intelligent. It understands what can we process, how much can we process to navigate through this realm. But those other waves are there. And these waves are what? Waves of light. So we know that through the double slit experiment in quantum physics that was done, that particles decide, electrons that were shot through the little slit in the double slit experiment, decide to be waves of potential or collapse themselves into digital bits of matter or information. And because of this, we understand that the entire universe is a wave of potentials. So waves of light moving out until a conscious observer collapses them into the illusion of reality.
Wow.
And so that,
see, like I told y'all, all right, I watched the first 5 minutes of it, all right, and it really drew my attention, all right. The spirituality expert is what he's known for, all right. And he says that you cannot manifest if you're full of trauma, that you have to address your shadow in order for it to work, all right. And this is why this is going to be the next review, the video that we're going to review and react to. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole, all right, right along history. And I got to tell y'all, let's learn